Hey guys, welcome back to another True Minnesota podcast. I'm here with
Brady.
and I'm Trig. Today we will be talking about our Pine Lake, Minnesota results by Gonvick. It was a pretty fun race, and Brady actually did really good.
Yeah, I got second. It was my first ever official ice race because they scraped it right down to the ice, and it was pretty gnarly. The track was 10.7 miles. It was a really fun, fast track. I loved ice. It was really fun, and I want to do it again.
Yeah, the ice races they can be fun, but sometimes it's just hard on you. Like those corners, my
Yeah.
arms were pretty tired after those two races we did.
Yeah, we did 2 lap heats, and I believe the expert 600 did 3.
No, the
No,
the first day we did three, but the second day we did two.
it was much colder on Sunday. It was
It was
negative
negative.
10, I think.
I thought it was negative 15.
Yeah, it was really
It was
cold.
cold. My hands were really cold. They were all blue and stuff.
Yeah, my finger's still I got frostbite on my finger and it does not feel too well.
Yeah, I run a Catalyst, Articat's new snowmobile design, and Brady runs a 2023 RXC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the year before it.
yeah. I have one of those, but I don't race that because I got the new Catalyst. So I like it, but there's some. It's brand new, so it's not obviously gonna be hard to set up right away if how you like it. Nobody has really uh got into the clutching and stuff, but for now it's fast. On the ice, got up to 102, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Just didn't have the right setup this weekend. Had to order new studs. Had to get new shocks redone so we can lower it to the ice. So on the corners we don't roll it like I did during practice.
Yeah, he wrecked his handlebars, but he still competed, which was kind of sad, but
Yeah, yeah. My handlebars during the race, I can move them up and down, and then my brake, I think I bent that a little bit, so my brake wasn't working very well. But that's okay. It was just a fun little race because it's not part of our core power sports bracket, so it was just kind of get out there, test the sled, see how much you like it.
yeah, and some guys were moving on that lake. Paul Brown had his catalyst really tuned up good to go. I wish
Yeah,
that was pretty, he was moving. I bet he got 120 out of that thing.
yeah. He's probably getting 116, 115, I bet, and then also Derek Clutty,
Yeah,
his
he was
Catalyst,
moving.
he had it set up. He was moving in semi-pro, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
semi-pro. He started last out of 4 rows, I think, and they were started about 30 seconds apart from each other, and he went from last to top
fifth.
fifth. Yeah,
Yeah, he got
top
fifth, and
fifth or sixth.
there's probably 20, 30 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really moving. He did good. And last year he did like one or two races, but then he got into a snowmobile accident and that put him out last year. So it's good that he got back and he's hitting her hard this year.
Did you see that Jesse Hallstrom? Did they let if you were in semi-pro and you wanted to try out a pro race, they let you enter in for free on Sunday, and Jesse Hallstrom started in the back row and ended up eighth, I think.
Yeah, he's semi-pro. He got first both days. He's
Yeah.
fast on that skidoo. Yeah, he's a really good racer.
Yeah, he was really moving in
Hmm.
that pro race. It was
Yeah,
pretty
next week
incredible.
we have a race for Core Power Sports in Park Rapids. That's going to be a nice. It was supposed to be a ditch and tree race, but with no snow, we have to move it to the ice. So we'll see how we like that.
Fishhook Lake, I think it's on. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah,
Last year that was a pretty gnarly race. It was going up and through the trees and in the yeah, we went through some cattails. It
yeah,
was pretty rough.
yeah. I only seen you once that race right at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, what that was Saturday that there was some guy got hurt.
no Sunday.
Sunday, that was
Sunday,
Sunday.
some guy got he was
Paralyzed, wasn't he?
yeah he was right as he left the starting
Starting.
line. He was on the straightaway and hit a bump, and the bump put him into a stop sign, and he couldn't move his legs. That he had to cancel the race that day. Couldn't race because they didn't want us to race because they didn't want anything else to happen. But Sunday, that was, or not Sunday, Saturday. That was a good race. Where, uh, I got first on that race. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get? Fourth, fifth?
Yeah, I don't remember what I got, but on Sunday when that kid got hurt, I started right about like 5 spots behind him. And so they didn't send out the rest of the juniors.
Hmm.
So there were about 4 of us, 10 to 13 boys who were out on the track,
Boys
racing
and
like,
girls.
yeah, it was boys and girls, half of us, and Trig and a couple other people hadn't been gone out yet, and
Yeah,
they were,
since I got first, the Saturday I had to start in the back and try catching up Sunday because that's how it works for core. And I was just about to leave when we seen a helicopter fly over, and then the owner Todd he told me I can't race because some guys got paralyzed and he's getting life flighted to the cities or
yeah.
something. So we had to stop the race, and nobody else got to leave after that.
But I was still out on the track for the whole like hour it took, because I
Yeah.
passed the guy. There was an ambulance and a whole bunch of people. It was right along a fence line with power poles. And yeah, I passed him. We slowed down, go around him, and then back on the throttle. And little did I know, everybody comes back and they're like, yeah, where have you been the past hour? We've been here having coffee and donuts the whole
Yeah,
time.
we were messing with them. And once they came back, we told them that we've been waiting here for 30 plus minutes, and they didn't even see us fly by. I told them my top speed was 120 in the trees, and they were just mind blown. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, he prankster Trig is.
Yeah, yeah, I like trees. Like I don't know, I can just maneuver in them. Yeah, you get some top speed in there. When it's rough, it's the best because everyone else slows down. I just hold her wide and hope I don't die,
Yeah.
basically.
And last year was in Park Rapids was my first ever in the trees race, and there was this 45-degree turn, and I blew it and I went around it, and two people, I saw the first person go by me, and the snow dust was terrible in the trees there, and I didn't see the second kid because he was right behind the one, and I hit him head on, and my bumper was in the middle of the sled. We'll have to put a picture in it, but it was pretty messed up, and
Yeah,
still haven't fixed it yet. It's still got some duct tape on the side of the airbox.
yeah, I remember that. You hit Miles and Reese. You
Oh
guys were
yeah.
battling it out for the first, second, and third, and I started in the back. I was still trying to keep up, and then I caught up to you guys. One sled was rolled over in the trees. The other one was still racing. I passed Reese right after that. I watched the whole thing. I was giggling a little bit, but I knew I shouldn't have because I felt bad for them. But it was pretty funny for a little bit.
Yeah. I I just kind of hit him, and out of shock I just kept giving her, and I don't remember what I finished at that race.
I think you got fourth.
Yeah, I don't think it was terrible.
Yeah, you did actually really good for your first tree race. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, I just see my friend Brady here just start pushing this kid to get back on the track, and kid rolled his sled, and I seen him laying down in the trees. He gave me a thumbs up, so I uh kept racing, and he I watched him flip it. I turned my head, I seen him flip his sled, get back on it, but by then he couldn't keep up anymore. His sled was bent up, out of shape, and yeah, and then a little bit later, I seen my friend Reese. She hit a tree, and she was done after that. And then me and my friend Riley, we were battling out for first and second. And uh, last year at Park Rapids, juniors 10 through 13 only had to do 106 miles, and everyone else had to do 250 or something. And they had us take uh, we didn't have to hop back on the trail that brings us to the 250-mile race. We had to hop on the 106, and I blew the corner, and they redirected me, and my friend Riley took the right way, and me and him were battling out. We were hitting crossings neck and neck with each other. Yeah, it was really wild there for a little bit, but yeah, we hit a turn, and he rolled, and I went right by him and popped back in the trees and didn't see anyone else for the rest of the race, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I remember we went through in the middle of the forest. We pop out into this like big, huge opening, and it's somebody's logging yard, and there's equipment just right next to to the trail. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I practiced there the week
Oh,
before, so I knew everything that was going on, and I knew where the corn was or the turn was, so you didn't even have to slow down. I just kept her wide and womp womp right all the way in there.
there were trees and sticks all over. It was a pretty rough place. And
Yeah, my skis didn't touch the ground that one. I kept her in the air. The track was the only thing on touching.
yeah,
Yeah, some of those crossings were gnarly. They were just straight up, and you'd hit that wide open and land on the next crossing. And then some of the crowd that were watching when we go over there, they were making jumps for us, and
oh yeah, there were a
it,
whole bunch of like drunk people on a
there's
hill.
there's a bunch of drunk people had fires, and they built us a jump, and the cops had to come and
Yeah,
move the jump, but before they even got there, I hit it wide open, and ooh, I thought I was gonna total my sled out.
this was like a 10-foot, 20-foot tall jump right in the ditch. It was
Yeah,
vertically. They had directed me out and around it.
yeah, it was kind of fun hitting it, but it was really gnarly. It was actually pretty scary. Never hit a jump that big. It was like snow cross for a little bit. Yeah, and trees. I like the trees. If you look up, and you can see an opening. That's when you know there's turns. So I just look up sometimes, and you can see the turns, so you know when you're supposed to turn. Otherwise, they got markers. I'll tell you. And then they got downs and double downs. Double downs, better grab that brake because you're going for a ride.
Yeah, they put them double downs pretty close to the turn.
Yeah, I remember the I-500 this year. There was a lot of double downs.
Yeah.
Yeah, one double down. I didn't think it was that bad, so I just kept her wide open. And yeah, me and my sled went for a ride. We rolled a couple times, and then I was in first, and I got passed, and I got up. I was just exhausted. My ribs were hurting, and I got back on my sled, and I caught up to him, but I just didn't have enough energy to get right by him. So
Hopefully that I-500 race happens. They still need a little bit more snow, so we're still praying for snow. But yeah, hopefully that happens soon.
yeah. Last night they were grooming trails, and I had church school last night, and me and him go to the same church, and I had church school last night. And I rode my sled to church yesterday, just get some miles on it. Cause I have two catalysts. One's my ice and one's my ditch. I just got that one out of the crate and I had 0 miles on it, so I wanted to ride it. I rode the trail backwards because they haven't came in a full loop. So I had to ride the trail backwards, but on the way back, I met the groomer, and he was pushing some snow. There's definitely a lot more snow here than
Yeah.
up in Thief River, which is only 20, 30 minutes away. So yeah,
Nice. Yeah, we better wrap it up. Bell just rang.
yeah. All
Remember,
right.
watch out for deer and tell your folks I says hi.